And now, A2C, Emergence and Overkill, and Prime proudly bring to you Survivor Series War Games.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Dickies Arena in Fort Worth, Texas. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Brand Warfare. Welcome to Survivor Series War Games. I'm Quans. I'm beside TJ. TJ, we've got a night ahead of us, don't we?
Well, this is going to be incredible. Bear in mind, we have 2 nights of Brand Warfare, but this is just the first. So let's get this show on the road for these ladies and gentlemen watching
all the way at home. But ladies and gentlemen, your night 1 main event, what could be considered an A2C dream match. These two have crossed paths never before, and it's the first time ever. Seth Rollins representing Emergence, the world champion, representing not only the Authority but Overkill, the Universal champion. Johnny Gargano, the Rebel Heart, returns tonight for the Messiah.
And we have the 4-on-4 elimination tag as Team Overkill take on Team Emergence. We still do not know the last member of Team Overkill. We find out tonight, and this is going to be an incredible war.
Indeed it will, but we also have one of 3 of Jimmy Uso's matches for this weekend. He defends the tag titles alongside Carmelo Hayes against the Awesome Truth, who have been wanting this shot since Brand Warfare had begun. Representing Emergence will be Awesome Truth, and representing Overkill, the Authority.
And we have the mascot versus mascot match as the American Dragon takes on Mr. Iguana. Which mascot will bring the victory to their brand? We find out tonight.
Indeed we will. 2 of A2C's most charismatic figures going head to head, but it is all about respect. It's all about who wants to step up to the A2C Hall of Famer, who wants to step up to Austin Theory. He has an open challenge laid out for any Emergence superstar. He's representing Overkill. Who will represent Emergence against Austin Theory? We find out in that open challenge later on tonight.
And talk about opening, because opening the show is the G1 final between Jimmy Uso and Bret Hart. Who will crown himself the Climax King and push further in their career? We find out right here, right now, at Survivor Series. Let's get this show on the road.
Indeed we do. Bret the Hitman Hart trying to win his first championship in A2C, trying to get on the road. But meanwhile, Jimmy Uso set to compete in one of his first of 3 matches this weekend. As I've already said, 2 tonight as he defends the tag titles later on tonight. But we get to see if Big Jim gets a chance at some singles gold. But here comes Bret the Hitman Hart.
A man with a legacy carved into wrestling history, and yet somehow he continues to raise the bar every single match, every single week, every single year. The excellence of execution lived up to every syllable of that nickname in this year's G1, tying the top total of 18 points and outclassing his semi-final opponent, which is in his faction, which was just an incredible semi-final to watch.
Indeed it was. He will also be teaming with that semi-finalist, that former semi-finalist, Kenny Omega, alongside AJ Styles tomorrow night. On night 2, they will be teaming up against the Red Circle in big trios action.
Yeah, I'm very excited for that, but I'm sure Bret Hart now focusing on the match ahead of him tonight.
When you talk about Juggernaut, when you talk about Workhorse, you cannot deny what Jimmy Uso has become in the year 2025. Big Jim, A2C Tag Team, a 3-time A2C Tag Team Champion nonetheless. Former A2C World Heavyweight Champion Jimmy Uso is looking to be on his way to finally getting that gold back, as you can only assume if Jimmy Uso were to win here, he would be going after Seth freaking Rollins and that A2C World Championship, trying to bring all of the gold to the Authority.
Well, we can only assume a man who stepped out of every shadow ever cast over him, a man who's taken the spotlight and refused to let it go. Some people say the Authority made Jimmy Uso. I beg to differ. Throughout this entire tournament, even when problems are going on around him, he's always been locked in and ready to do this all himself. This is a Jimmy Uso we have never seen before. He's been as dangerous as ever.
He is a ruthless man, but he gets to put that to the test against one of the best wrestlers on the planet. It's Bret Hart, it's Jimmy Uso. We end the G1. Here we go. And Jimmy Uso starting very hot with a lariat and now taking it to the Hitman. Jimmy Uso, once again, not playing no games, wants to get this done. But Bret Hart, you cannot bet against the best there is, the best there ever was, and the best there ever will be. We have some chain wrestling to kick us off here at Survivor Series. And look at Jimmy already getting on the technical offense on Bret Hart. That's not a thing that many people that have faced Bret Hart can really say, getting that technical advantage this early on, but Bret Hart looking to change that factor immediately.
Well, this is what 7 weeks of block action and a semi-final has come down to. That G1 schedule can break some competitors physically and mentally. Some guys don't even make it through the blocks without falling apart, but these two, they've somehow gotten sharper as the weeks have went on. They have both been incredibly impressive. Between the two of them, Quans, who do you think is better conditioned for a long match tonight?
I think Jimmy Uso. You have to look at Jimmy Uso. You have to look at his catalog over the past few weeks, and not just over the past few weeks, but tonight as well, as he's scheduled for, as I've already said multiple times, 3 different matches. Jimmy Uso is in singles action right now against Bret Hart. Later on tonight, he will defend the A2C Tag Team Championship against the Awesome Truth, and then tomorrow night, he has to step into War Games with the Judgment Day.
Potentially, he might want to finish this match as quick as possible, so he has time to regroup. He has time to have a breather before his next match tonight.
You can't even really say it. Jimmy Uso has a lot to lose, maybe everything to gain. It could go either way for Big Jim here tonight as he goes for the cover, trying to get the early victory on Bret Hart, as we discussed, trying to win the G1 here, win a world title shot. But no, Bret Hart is not going to go out quietly. He does not want to be just another name crossed off the list of Jimmy Uso.
Well, as we've been speaking about for weeks, Survivor Series is brand warfare, the pressure of being the first to fight for your brand advantage. How do you think these two men are currently feeling right now?
I have no idea, but I mean, as we saw on Emergence, Emergence is already 1 point up thanks to Bronson Reed winning that battle royal, getting the very first point for Emergence. Jimmy Uso could very definitely be looking to even up the score when it comes to the Survivor Series score. Emergence currently has the lead, and Jimmy with a headbutt right to the chest of Bret Hart, falling into the cover immediately, looking to win the G1 Climax cover on Hart, but Bret's going to kick out.
There's someone you want to fight for your brand, it's Jimmy Uso.
Indeed, it would be, as he has him up now on his shoulder, face first right up the top rope. And Jimmy, this has been all Jimmy Uso so far in this match. Off the ropes here on Hart, there's a lariat taking him out, big sliding clothesline. Oh, Jimmy now he's got the arm, look at me locking the submission on the submission specialist. Tequila Sunrise, center of the ring. Bret, both legs are in the air. Bret has all that pressure on his upper body, but Bret's able to get out of it. Big kicks right to the face as Bret, went for a line. No, Jimmy ducks it, and now Jimmy has control. What a neck breaker by Jimmy Uso, taking down Hart.
Well, as you mentioned, Jimmy Uso in full control so far. If you are Bret Hart, how do you stop Jimmy from turning this match into that wild pace that he thrives in? Because that is what he's en route to doing right now.
Bret Hart has to find a way to slow down the pace here, because Jimmy Uso is on fire right now as he dives over the top rope right in front of us, right on over to Hart.
Bret Hart now fighting back.
Big belly to belly on the floor as Bret Hart getting back in the ring. Could be looking to take the countout win. Could be smart by Bret Hart, but maybe also a mistake, because Jimmy Uso is not going to take too kindly to be wanting to be put down like that. Now the abdominal stretch by Hart, looking to pick the leg as well. Very innovative offense here by the Hitman as he looks to make Jimmy tap out, but no, there's an elbow right to the back of the knee, and there's a hip toss by Jimmy Uso.
Jimmy just not giving Bret any time to regroup in this match. He wants this match over. Big super kick. Oh my.
It has begun. We're going to see a lot of those this weekend, as Jimmy Uso is going to be in a lot of action as he now goes to the second rope on a standing Bret Hart. Oh, wait, he was going for a big punch right there, but I think Bret caught him in the midsection, just barely out of the referee's view, or even Jimmy's view for that matter, as Bret now picks him up, kick to the gut, going for a power driver, dumps him on the top of his head. Jimmy's right back to his feet. I cannot believe that. Oh my goodness, snapmare by Jimmy though, and now immediately goes for the cover on Bret Hart, hooking the leg. Jimmy Uso is a different animal. He just took a pile driver and got up within mere seconds.
What has that got to do to Bret Hart's confidence? He looked like he was gaining momentum, but never mind. Jimmy Uso straight back up, but now Bret finally managing to find a moment to regroup, and now calling up Jimmy on the outside.
Bret go for a springboard. Oh my goodness, he was looking to maybe shove his back right into Jimmy Uso, but Jimmy's going to the top rope. Jimmy is on the top, perched up there, calling up Hart, who's on the floor. Referee has the 10 count to work with both these two. Whisper in the wind does not connect. Jimmy crashes and burns. But there's a DDT for good measure. Jimmy able to brush it off and get right back to his feet. But look at Bret immediately getting back to him, picks him up. Gonna be looking to slam him down on the floor, but there's another DDT by Jimmy Uso.
Both men missing high-flying moves. Now back to that technical wrestling. Jimmy Uso back in control on the outside. Now referee at a count of 5 and into the stairs.
What would a double count out do for this? You have to wonder the circumstances that both these men are in right now. He has a count of 6. Jimmy has to get Bret back in the ring if he wants to win the G1, if he wants to get that world title shot, but so does Bret as well. Count of 7. Jimmy's going to make it back in the ring.
I know these two men are probably used to the G1 format by now with the 10-minute countdown, but there is no countdown tonight.
Off the top. Oh my goodness, what a headbutt from near halfway across the ring, even more than that. And Jimmy not done. Double super kick to the front and the back of the head. Cover on the hip man. Will Big Jim do it? Will he solidify his legacy? No, Bret's gonna kick it too.
But Jimmy now calling him up. He's not done yet.
Oh, could have been the goal for the pedigree. Bret spins it around, but Jimmy with a big enziguri right to the side of the head. As Bret, oh, look at this, inside cradle, center of the ring. Jimmy's got nowhere to go, shoulders are down. Can he steal it? No, he can't. Jimmy has to kick out, but catch a breath, and it gives Bret Hart some time to regroup here, some time to get some offense here on Jimmy Uso to even up the field. As now, look at this, go, another inside cradle trying to catch Jimmy Uso off guard. Very smart by the Hitman, but it's only going to get a 1 count for Bret Hart.
Well, as you mentioned, on emergence gained the advantage. Do you reckon that puts any pressure on Jimmy Uso? But never mind that, because it is locked in. Sharpshooter applied, center of the ring. Can Jimmy escape? He manages.
The pressure getting that, I have no idea, but the pressure getting that point is nothing compared to the pressure when you're locked in the sharpshooter. Now he hasn't locked in for a second time. He could have felt the grip loosening, but he locks it back in on Jimmy Uso, who is now struggling against the Hitman. Jimmy has to find his way back up, but Bret lets go again.
I mean, we've mentioned it time and time again, but Jimmy Uso has got 2 more matches after this. You've got to wonder if it's going to take pain, take damage to get through this match. Maybe it's not even worth it.
Well, maybe it won't. Maybe this could be it right here. Jimmy's got Bret. Pedigree, he nails it. Bret is down, hooks the leg on the Hitman. Big Jim, no, he can't do it. There's another kick out by Bret Hart.
Bret Hart seriously not going down easily tonight.
But Jimmy Uso is going to keep fighting. He's going to fight until the gas is out of the tank. Big splash on the corner as Bret goes down. Jimmy has to be thinking something here. He's got to pull something out of the bag quickly, and he's got to do it hard on the Hitman as he picks him up now on his shoulder. Oh my God, lungs right off the top rope for Bret Hart. Is now looking to pick him up here, but no. Bret jawbreaker has Jimmy startled for now, as now Bret, center of the ring, sidewalk, go for a backbreaker on Jimmy Uso.
In this tournament built on pressure and endurance over time, both men didn't just survive, they managed to master the art of overcoming their opponents with ease. But tonight, it's going to take a lot to put your opponent down. Bret Hart, I don't really know what he's doing.
Bret Hart is doing a ritual, he's dancing.
Just having fun.
Sends him to the outside. And Bret always on the top rope, perched on the top. Jimmy is in a bad way right now as Bret calls him up. From the top, straight to the floor. There's the elbow right to the top of the head. And Jimmy, once again, back to his feet. What kind of resilience are we seeing? But maybe not for long. Atomic drop by Bret Hart, making Jimmy feel the pain.
Needs to men back on the outside. They need to be inside to win, but this could
just
put an end to Jimmy Uso.
The second pile driver, dumping Jimmy right on his head. Jimmy did not get back up from that one. He's out cold, count of 5. Bret's got to get him back in the ring, and he does. He's not done. Look at this, Bret. Look at him, maybe slingshot himself up on the top. Could have been going for that crossbody, but Jimmy's able to get him out of the way. And now Jimmy with a big chop right across the face. And now a big combination. There's the schoolboy super kick right to the face. Bret is out. but Jimmy is going to make sure he's not out just yet because he wants to put him out properly as Jimmy is wailing. He's railing and tearing onto the Hitman. Elbow right to the back. Jimmy is laying in anything that he can.
He has been non-stop with these combinations, and Jimmy Uso is not done.
Off the ropes, there's that snapmare stunner. Brett is out. Jimmy has to pull off something here. He spins him back around. Look at this, center of the ring. Boston Crab is now locked in on Brett. Is he going to make the submission specialist tap out here? Nope. Brett's going to turn it around, send Jimmy right on his back onto the canvas.
Could be a mistake from Jimmy Uso trying to put the submission specialist out with a submission. That I don't think that was the smartest. As Bret Hart
wait a minute.
how it's done.
A third time.
Again.
It's locked in. Jimmy is, I don't know how he's gotten out of it, but he kicks him away. Brett getting back to his feet. Jimmy on his feet. Oh, the Brett's fighting back. Brett's still fighting back with big rights for Jimmy Uso. He picks him up on his shoulder. Jimmy floats around. There's a chop block right to the back of the knee. Brett has nowhere to go. Jimmy calls him up, looking to put the exclamation point on the G1 as a whole. Kick to the gut, going for a second pedigree. Down he goes. Brett is down, center of the ring, covered by Jimmy Uso. Big Jim is the juggernaut. Jimmy Uso wins the G1.
And all those weeks of fighting has come down to this. Jimmy Uso makes it 1-1 in the leaderboard, and he wins himself a title opportunity.
Jimmy Uso has proved everybody wrong clean as a whistle. The Hitman has been defeated, and now Jimmy Uso has an opportunity of a lifetime, a world championship of his choosing, but I think we all know which champion he will choose, but that will be at a later date. We are still here at Survivor Series. Coming up next, the A2C Hall of Famer, Austin Theory, is looking to call out any emergent superstar, whoever he can, whoever wants to come out and answer him. Whoever wants a shot at the king, they best not miss. Let's see who answers the call.
A-Town.
Well, I guess we'll find out as here comes Austin Theory.
Human beings in a mind. What's a mind to a king? What's a king to a god? What's a god to a non-believer?
The A2C Hall of Famer, the former A2C World Champion. He's here to offer something you would rarely get in this business, an opportunity from a Hall of Famer himself. Theory wants someone, anyone, in the emergence locker room to step up and take their swing tonight as he issues this open challenge. And now the only question echoing through this arena is the one weighing on all of us. Who has the heart? Who has the nerve? Who has the destiny to answer Austin Theory tonight? Have you got any predictions, Cons, or are we just
I honestly do not know. I'm kind of just winging it here. Austin Theory could realistically be facing anybody at this point in his career. He has revitalized himself. He's rebuilt himself, and he is ready to take on whoever he thinks is the best. Whoever thinks that they're on the level of Austin Theory, they're on the level of a former world champion. We get to see who that is tonight. Austin Theory is looking to go to war against anybody who has the guts to step up.
Well, I know if I was backstage, I'd be queuing up right now. Everyone wants that opportunity to face the A2C Hall of Famer, but who is it going to be?
Let's find out. Oh, wow. This is a very smart pick, representing not only Emergence, but the Vision, Ethan Page.
The Vision's own Ethan Page, a young competitor looking to make a name for himself against the Hall of Famer. Here he comes.
All Ego is looking to solidify his career in a very quick way. We saw Bronson Reed do the same when he got the very first point for Emergence last night in that Battle Royal. Ethan Page is looking to make it a Vision clean sweep this weekend.
Obviously, the Vision have also got another 2 matches this weekend, but can Ethan Page bring it home again tonight?
We get to find out. Ethan Page looking to test himself here tonight. I would not be surprised if this was a call from Seth Rollins, the world champion, to throw his man out there, to throw a man he trusts out there. As you can only imagine that Seth Rollins would be the leader of the Emergence locker room at this point.
He is the champion over on Emergence, so I would imagine he is. But here is Ethan Page now. He's trying to make a name for himself. It's all kicking off.
This is a huge opportunity for this young man, Ethan Page. All ego, has an opportunity to defeat an A2C Hall of Famer, a former world champion. Ethan Page has pinned a former world champion in Roman Reigns. Thus, I would assume very much boosting his ego for this match here tonight against Austin Theory. But Ethan Page is not going to go lightly. He is not looking to waste any time against Austin Theory. Off that big boot, there's a double axe handle taking Theory down, but Theory right back to his feet. You can see the blood already dripping off Theory's face. I cannot believe that Theory is already gushing blood in the early goings of this match, barely even a minute in.
I was going to say that just about from my commentary table. I can see the blood gushing from his head already.
Theory and Page already going back and forth, and there, look at Ethan Page, big clotheslines to Theory. Look at Page picking the leg, sweeping it as well. Page is on fire right now already.
Ethan Page, still a young competitor, as we said, but if he can overcome an A2C Hall of Famer, he already has a great catalogue of matches.
Shoulder tackle takes down Theory. Theory getting back to his feet, but Page picks the arm, drops him down face first off the canvas. There's the Irish whip, sends him into the corner. Look at this, onto the top rope. What is Page going to do here? Oh, he's going to maybe toss him up the top of Theory. Reversing. Page not done, though. Big right hand drops Theory down. Theory's got barely any offense in this match against the young upstart Ethan Page, is now an across arm breaker now on Theory, looking to make him tap out.
Well, for Ethan Page, would you say this is more of trying to prove yourself to the likes of a Hall of Famer, or would you say this is more about boosting your ego?
Wait a minute. There's that German suplex, ripcord by Theory. There's a lariat turning Page inside out. Indeed it could be, but Austin Theory already showing a little bit of resilience towards him as he picks him up. A-Town down. Page is out. That's the first time we've seen that in nearly a year. Cover by Theory, hooks the leg. No, it's not going to be enough. The same pay-per-view.
Quick night for Ethan Page. After that, A-Town down.
Page not gonna go quietly though. The A-Town down has been hit just a year prior to when he last used it to defeat Dominic Mysterio in his last match in 2024, and was going to be the last match of his career, but thankfully revitalizing his career. And now looking to go after Ethan Page, but no, inside cradle locks in, and now the cover on Theory was looking to steal a quick one there. Ethan Page is going to do whatever it takes here tonight to defeat Austin Theory with a swinging neck breaker. Theory just got turned inside out. Good God.
There's that blood on Ethan Page's face, as will both men now busted open in this match.
Oh, look at Ethan!
Real war as Ethan Page lifts up Austin Theory.
Ego's Edge dumps him on the back of his head. Cover by Ethan for the biggest win of his career. Cover on Theory, but Theory's gonna kick it too. Look at Page already off the top rope. Oh, maybe shout out to his partner with a tsunami-esque splash there. But Theory now calls up Ethan Page after getting out of the way and scraping the boot across the face. Look at Theory now, has him on his shoulders. Center of the ring. No, under the top rope. Neck first off the ropes.
It takes courage to issue an open challenge, but from the A2C Hall of Famer, Austin Theory, do you reckon he had any idea who his opponent would be tonight?
I would have no idea. I mean, Austin Theory's never stepped in the ring with the likes of Ethan Page as he goes for the cover here off that kitchen sink knee. You could never have predicted who Austin Theory was going to face. I mean, barely anybody even did. Ethan Page pulling a very smart move here tonight as he, oh my God, he kind of threw the back of his neck off the top rope, but Theory now has to worry about Page as he throws him into the ropes again. Big back elbow, drops down the Hall of Famer.
Now Ethan Page heading to the middle rope, calling up Austin Theory. And a big double axe handle, the most brutal move in A2C history.
Look at this. Ethan Page trying to maybe cut open Theory a little bit more. He's got scraping the forearm across the cut that already is on Theory's face. But he has to watch out because Theory could be looking for a receipt off that. Oh, ducks the line though. Page. Oh, shot. Sorry to the back. No, Theory was able to get him. And now here comes Austin Theory. Big clotheslines to Ethan Page. A third one as well in succession. Theory now has Page posted up in the corner. What could Theory be going for here? I was looking to run to the other corner. Could be looking to teach Ethan Page a lesson here in his early A2C career. Oh my goodness, what a forearm. And now off the, oh my God, what a clothesline right to the back of the head as Theory calls him up. Looking to make this a quick one as he picks him up. Second time, A-Town down. Page is out center of the ring. Cover by Austin Theory, hooking the leg. No, Page kicks out again.
Ethan Page still fighting. The young talent is not giving in tonight.
Unbelievable as Theory could be going for that German suplex ripcord combo again, but Page spins it around. Ethan Page kick to the gut, twisted, great, down goes Theory. But Page is not done. He picks him up. Could have been thinking for another Ego's Edge, but Theory fighting back again. Back to his feet. There's a pump kick right to the face, right to that cut of Ethan Page. And now has the arm trapped under the canvas on his foot as well, just stomping out the hands of Ethan Page, trying to make him pay for answering this open challenge Theory. He wants something big here off the second rope. There's the double axe handle again. The most devastating move in A2C history. And now look at this. Oh, the knee on the back, and now a crossface on Ethan Page. Ethan Page is in a lot of pain right now. He could be looking to make him tap out here. Theory could be looking to submit Ethan Page all ego on his first pay-per-view match, but it's not going to be enough. Page sends him into the rope. Sit out, spine buster connecting. Spine on the pine for all ego, and now the double stop right to the sides of the face of Theory, but Theory gets back up, sweeps the legs of all ego, and now calls him up into the corner. Look at the blood already gushing still off of Theory's face, all across his face.
Well, Ethan Page obviously accepting this opportunity to face Austin Theory. Maybe he forgot that he was also representing his brand tonight. That's got to add some extra pressure to this match.
Indeed, couldn't look at Theory using the ropes to his advantage. Oh my God, his neck just may have snapped off the top rope as Theory calls him up for a third time. Referee, get out of the shot. Theory, third time's a charm. A-Town down for Ethan Page, and all ego just had his ego sent. No, he kicked out of a 30. What?
How is Ethan Page doing this? How on earth is this man still fighting?
I am in complete shock of what I'm seeing from Ethan Page, who is kicked out of 3 A-Town downs, and Ethan Page is still on his feet fighting. He was going to be looking for another spine buster, but he got called with a DDT. Page is out cold. Theory's going to the second rope again. He's back on the offense. Big splash does not connect. Ethan Page telegraphing and moving out of the way. Now a similar submission is now locked back in on Austin Theory, but Theory quickly getting out of it. Now is Page right where he wants him, center of the ring, has him by the head, looking to send him into the corner, face first off the turnbuckle. Theory now sends him to the top rope. Oh, Theory. Oh, no, Ethan Page does not want to be here. Shot to the face. Ethan's perched on the top rope. We saw this at No Mercy when he returned. Theory off the top. Spanish fly connects. Ethan Page is out. Cover by Theory. Hooking the leg on all ego. Sent his ego straight back to A-Town. Austin Theory gets another point for overkill.
That Spanish fly just gets better every single time I see it. Austin Theory picking up another point for overkill tonight. That's 2-0 just on this show. Obviously, Emergence picked up their point on Emergence.
Indeed they did, but Austin Theory celebrating, getting overkill ahead of the game, getting them into the... Oh, wait a minute, carrying cross! Where did he even come from? I didn't even see him enter the ring. Cross, final prayer to Theory.
Well, potentially Karrion Kross was one of the men lining up to come against Theory. Ethan Page got that opportunity, and now Karrion Kross, the man who is on a very, very bad run right now, maybe looking to make a name for himself once again.
Locked Theory in that cross jacket, and now Theory is just out cold. Oh, but look who it is. The leader of the Red Circle. He's got a match tomorrow night. Uncle Howdy has entered the building, but he's here for Austin Theory. He took it personal that Theory would not join his invitation into the Red Circle. He would not be in the circle, and he took it personally. Sister Abigail by the former Universal Champion.
I think Ethan Page has just run away. I don't blame him.
The Red Circle making a statement to Austin Theory that this is far from over between him and the entire Red Circle, but we have to move on regardless, as it's set for Jimmy Uso's second match of the weekend. It's time for him and Carmelo Hayes to defend the A2C Tag Team Championships. Or no, actually, no, I got that wrong completely. I got that wrong completely. It's time for mascot versus mascot. Mr. Iguana and the American Dragon, two of the most exciting and imposing figures that A2C has brought to the table. Iguana representing A2C Emergence, and the Dragon, the American Dragon, representing Overkill.
Well, here he comes, the American Dragon, the best luchador in the entirety of the world.
This is why you have a script next to you, ladies and gentlemen, because I completely blundered on that one.
He's ready tonight, the mascot of Overkill, ready to try and gain another point for his brand. The American Dragon is here tonight to put down Mr. Iguana.
Indeed, he is looking to, but of course, even if Overkill were to win the night, Emergence still has a bunch of matches tomorrow night to make a comeback.
Plenty of time to make a comeback in the 2 nights of Survivor Series, but currently Overkill leading 2-1. Man, look at the aura of the American Dragon. We still have no idea who it is.
Well, I know exactly who he is. He's a legend of the business. He's a student of the game. He can be both at once because he is just that damn good. The American Dragon looking to prove himself against everybody's favorite animal, Mr. Iguana.
Well, here comes Mr. Iguana, my favourite slippery reptile. When we saw the G1 final earlier tonight, I mean, when you look at what happened in the G1 final, what happened in the G1 blocks between these two men, Mr. Iguana won in week 5 of the G1 against the American Dragon, and it's been heated between the two men pretty much ever since.
Indeed, it has been. Both these men have been attacking each other on each other's shows. They've been beating each other with weapons, and now it all comes to a head as these two go face to face. They go head to head here tonight at Survivor Series. Mr. Iguana, of course, representing Emergence. You have the American Dragon representing Overkill. Mr. Iguana now has the weight on his shoulders to tie up the score here between brands. They're going to tie it up 2-2.
I have a feeling he might do just that. Mr. Iguana is an incredible competitor. To be honest, he's just extremely entertaining to watch as well. This is really going to be a very entertaining match to watch.
You can only imagine the amount of... Yeah, we do. You can only imagine the amount of the lucha moves we're going to see in this match from two of the greatest luchadors that A2C has to offer, Mr. Iguana and the American Dragon. It's the Iguana and the Dragon. Which animal is superior? Which brand is superior? We're finding that out today as we got some
We love some chain wrestling as the American Dragon getting the advantage.
Well, sending him right back to the corner with a pig right hand. Look at that Dragon Exploder suplex into that bottom turnbuckle. And now has the arm as well, spinning it around. Kick right to the gut. Of course, that's announced on Thursday, I believe it was. A2C now has a sponsor, as you can see in the middle of the ring and right next to us at commentary. We have Prime Hydration. We have the hydration station. We have the logo in the center of the ring. We made a deal with Logan Paul for some reason. Oh, what a Pele kick.
We love Prime, guys. Everyone buy Prime.
Everybody buy Prime. Drink Prime. It's great for you. Gives you a lot of energy, you know what I mean? Here's the cover by Mr. Iguana getting the kick out there. There's a multi-year agreement reached this past week by, do I really have to read this? Our glorious leader, Triple H, and fellow superstar Logan Paul to showcase Prime across several of A2C's biggest shows. As mentioned earlier, this partnership will begin at Survivor Series, and here we are, beginning that partnership of Prime. Follow away moonsault slam by Mr. Iguana. We got to focus on the big things here as the American Dragon and getting back to his feet, trying to fight back against the Iguana. Knee right to the arm, right to the extending part of that arm, maybe to the front of the elbow there, as he now picks him up.
Prime is not a big thing.
Not compared to these two. Fisherman Buster, but no, Mr. Iguana gets straight back to his feet, and these two men are going at it right now. Some more chain wrestling.
We love some more chain wrestling. Oh, yeah.
But no cheap shots so far between both men as they've kept it respectful. They've kept it a very clean match thus far. Both being very competitive with each other. Big drop kick, turning Mr. Iguana inside out. The American Dragon now sizes him up, calls him up. Picks him up, has him back first off that turnbuckle, sending him right back down on the canvas. The American Dragon has to figure out what he can do with this offense now that he has it against Mr. Iguana, but he didn't think quick enough as Mr. Iguana now back on it as well. Big combination with those kicks right to the leg, but no, the American Dragon reversing again. Irish whip, has the Iguana ducking underneath. Doing all he can. Was going to let that sink in, but no. Mr. Iguana with the grab. Whip again into the corner. Big enziguri right to the face. Mr. Iguana has the American Dragon on his heels as he now goes to the top rope. Calls him up. Okay. Oh, what a crossbody, flattening the Dragon into the cover. Looking to gain the point for emergence. Cover by the Iguana, but it's not going to be enough. The Dragon kicks out.
That was our first show of high-flying maneuvers from these two men. And I'm hoping for some more, because these two men are insane when it comes to the high-flying department of the ring, as the American Dragon now heading up to the top rope. Big leg drop.
What a leg drop. But Mr. Iguana straight back to his feet as both men want all to do with each other. Look at that. Tossing him, literally grabbing him by the skull and tossing him across the ring. That is the power of one of the greatest luchadors of all time, the American Dragon.
Well, he is a dragon, of course. He has that power. He is able to do anything he wants to do.
Just squeezing the leg right off the second rope. Spins it around now. Look at this German suplex. Mr. Iguana landing on his feet and an elbow right to the back of the Dragon. Mr. Iguana showing great athleticism here against the Dragon.
I didn't know iguanas could do backflips. I want a pet iguana.
So do I. There's a calf kick by Mr. Iguana, taking out the Dragon, but the American Dragon straight back to his feet. Was going to run on him, floats over on the kick, DDT, dumping Mr. Iguana right on the top of his head. Now targeting that head section, or at least I thought he was, but now dragging him to the center of the ring on the Prime bottle. He's got the legs. Look at this. What's he going for here? Oh, no, he's got the... Oh, no. Oh, no. He's looking to stomp him out. Oh, my goodness. Right to the back of the head. Mr. Iguana's face just recoiled right off the canvas. Cover by the Dragon. Referee slapping him in the face, telling him to wake up, and he kicks out.
Well, these two men slowly going back to back, but as
look at this.
Speak, the American
triangle.
Dragon
That triangle is now in.
Hold.
That triangle submission is now locked in on Mr. Iguana. He's able to, I think he let go, but Mr. Iguana kind of got out of it. Rolls through with a forearm.
Well, when one man gains the momentum, the other puts him down. It's almost cruel, but it's efficient and it's working for both men. And oh my.
Did you see the American Dragon just span on his head to hit that Hurricane Rana-esque move? But look at Mr. Iguana. Iguana run. He dumps him on the top of his head. Cover by Mr. Iguana.
Showing how to do a proper Hurricane Rana.
No, kick it at one. Off the Iguana Rana. You can't just bury the Iguana Rana like that. But look at this. Look at this. Oh, the Rings of Saturn. Okay, yeah, he's definitely losing now. Why would you do that submission move? No one ever taps out to that.
Somehow Joe Gacy managed to get a couple of tap outs in the G1 this year with that. I don't really know how.
The Snapdragon by the American Dragon. How poetic. I'm not going to lie, neither do I. I don't know how he's ever won with that move. Over the forearm again, but now double leg, and now has the legs again. Look at this. Oh, he's just going to stomp on the back of his head again. Oh, no. Just into the Prime bottle in the center of the ring.
Well, there's nothing for Mr. Iguana to do. He was literally locked up in that.
Cover by the American Dragon to solidify the victory, but no, another kick out by Mr. Iguana.
And another close 2 count once again.
Oh, but wait, look at the American Dragon. Now he's taking off the turnbuckle pad. He's got to be careful, don't get himself disqualified.
Well, the referee looks to be just going to put it back on.
He's got a triangle choke, and he screwed himself because the referee's nowhere to be found. If he taps out here, this would be problematic, but look at Mr. Iguana. Shots right to the face as he gets back to his feet, breaking out of that triangle hold. Now the Irish whip by Mr. Iguana. Ducks underneath, but no. Big clothesline taking out the Iguana. Top rope here. for the American Dragon. What an elbow. Beautifully executed.
Now calling the Iguana up. What is the American Dragon planning here?
Oh, rolling elbow. Rolling forearm, excuse me. I'm washed. Don't worry about it.
He's still not done.
Still not done. Has him on one knee. Now the Irish whip. Drop kick right to the side of the head, but no Iguana able to thunder roll out of the way. Takes him by the legs. Look at the roll through with the bridge, making sure the legs are not on the ropes. Very smart by Mr. Iguana, but the Dragon, regardless, going to get out of it.
In my opinion, the referee was a bit slow to that count, but we'll let her off for this match.
Indeed we will. Now there's the big... Oh, follow-away moonsault slam once more by the Iguana. The Dragon is barely staying in the match as Mr. Iguana turning the tide of this matchup. There's the thunderclap across the ears, and he's not done now. Look at this. Has a gator roll. No, as the Iguana lock is in. The American Dragon's got nowhere to go. Can Mr. Iguana do it? No, he's got to let go.
And both men using unpredictability to their advantage here. Mr. Iguana to the middle rope.
Splash. Iguana splash. I'm calling it that. Cover on the American Dragon. Will he be the superior mascot? No, he will not just yet. There's a kick out by the Dragon. So again, there's the Iguana Rana once more. He's down and out. The Dragon has not moved. Now trying to drag him to the center of the ring. Very great ring psychology by the Iguana, but he's not done. He wants to make the American Dragon. He wants to embarrass him. He's looking to lock in the Iguana lock, but the Dragon screw by the American Dragon. Iguana took too long. He didn't slow down the pace long enough, but now the Iguana straight back to his feet, has the Dragon by the head, but the American Dragon is now fighting from underneath, looking to get this match back on track. Drop kick, all right to the back, but he lands back first onto the canvas. Covered by the Dragon, hooking the leg on Mr. Iguana to get the victory, but no, it's another kick out.
An Emergence survive. Mr. Iguana able to kick out of the pin once again. He's still fighting. Will Emergence level it up? We're still...
Oh my goodness! The Pele again by Mr. Iguana. The American Dragon just got cut in half almost. He folded in half. And now picks him up center of the ring. Mr. Iguana, sit out power bomb. He's got nowhere to go. Mr. Iguana spins him around center of the ring, going for maybe the Iguana lock, but no, another Dragon screw. The American Dragon telegraphing it once more, and now has the Iguana right where he wants him. Look at holding his knee. He might have hurt himself there, but now look at this. Oh my god, cat mutilation is now locked in by the American Dragon, but no, he's got to spin it around, try and get a different hold in, but no, the Iguana staying in the fight, staying against the American Dragon, but look at these two. It looks like we're about to go kick for kick, slap for slap, punch for punch, blow for blow here in Fort Worth, as both these mascots looking to prove that they're more than just that. They are professional wrestlers. They are two of the best to do it on the luchador side. Mr. Iguana trading rights, the American Dragon trading rights, both men on a collision course as they've already been throughout the past 10 minutes of this match, and it looks like the Mr. Iguana wants a little bit more from the American Dragon as he calls for more, and we're gonna get more. We get a hockey fight in Fort Worth, Texas. Who gets the upper hand? Who has it? It's both men are out cold, but no, he spins it around, floats him over. There's the bridge again by the Iguana. Cover on the Dragon to get the upset, and he got it. Mr. Iguana gets the win.
Mr. Iguana managing to put another point on the board for Emergence. He picks up the victory. You don't have to be the strongest, you don't have to be the fastest, but he was most certainly the smartest competitor. What a roll-up tonight from Mr. Iguana.
Mr. Iguana proving himself here tonight with a huge victory, leading Emergence to get that score tied right back up.
Pure heart, pure entertainment from both men, but Mr. Iguana managing to pick up that much-needed victory for Emergence.
But now it is time.
It's actually that match now.
Yes, indeed it is. It is time for our A2C Tag Team Championship match. Here we go. Take a ton of mic run for the introductions. Never mind. No, fuck the tag titles.
Awesome! The truth has set me free.
Well, here they come. Awesome Truth The Miz and R-Truth are here. Do not underestimate them, or else they aren't just any other competitor. Look at their individual achievements. R-Truth has held the Oceanic Championship, which was a terrific achievement, and his teammate, The Miz, also holding that very same title. He's held the Television Championship. He's a former King of the Ring. He's a G1 Climax winner. Not only that, he went undefeated in that tournament. The only thing that has avoided these men together is the tag team goal. But could it come home tonight? We find out as they take on the Authority. They're representing Emergence. Two men with incredible teamwork. Two men with incredible history. But nothing matches these two. Here we go. The Authority are here, the top of the business, the best at what they do. Big Jim and him, Jimmy Uso, Carmelo Hayes, the A2C Tag Team Champions, the definition of perfection, teamwork personified. They know what is best for business, and they are en route to becoming the longest reigning Tag Team Champions in A2C history. But in order to do so, they still must retain tonight. Other teams try to win, the Authority expect to. That is the difference, and that is what makes the Authority so good. They know what they want, and they will do whatever it takes to get it. A2C Tag Team Championships on the line. Mike Rome,
indeed they will. How do you have to feel? How do you have to feel as Jimmy Uso? You've got yourself a world title match, and now you get to defend a championship you already have in the A2C Tag Team Championships alongside your teammate, probably your best friend, Carmelo Hayes.
And potentially Carmelo Hayes going to take the lead in this match tonight.
He will, but it depends on how banged up Jimmy Uso is after facing Bret Hart in a grueling match. But here we go, tag titles now on the line in the middle of our show. R-Truth taking it straight to Jimmy Uso, trying to make sure he cannot catch any breath here as Melo tries to fight against Miz. As you saw Carmelo Hayes and The Miz, they had an outstanding performance on Emergence just last night. It was a beautiful match with The Miz actually getting the shock win over Carmelo Hayes and pinning a former Universal Champion. Look at Jimmy ducking underneath.
Respectfully has won titles himself. He is a legend in this business himself.
Indeed he is. You can't count out The Miz. As I said on Emergence, he's King of the Ring. He's the 2025 King of the Ring, former Oceanic Champion, former World Champion. He's won the G1 himself before as well. It's how he won the World Championship. As The Miz cannot be denied as he now fights back against both members of the Authority. Jimmy sent to the corner as Melo got taken out by a neck breaker. And now here goes The Miz. Was looking to run him maybe for a corner move, but now both Awesome Truth realize they need to cooperate here. They need to intercept as Jimmy. Oh my goodness, what a it looked like a left hand. I don't know how that left hand knocked out Jimmy Uso, but it most certainly did. Unless I just can't tell my lefts between my rights, and that was a right hand. I wouldn't be surprised.
Jimmy Uso and Carmelo Hayes have respectively had interesting paths as of recent. Jimmy Uso has had a lot of matches in the G1. He's just won the G1. He's been a part of problems with the likes of Dominic Mysterio. He's had problems with Seth Rollins as of late. Then Carmelo Hayes was involved in some big matches with the likes of Ilya Dragunov. They actually had a first blood match at Halloween Havoc that he ended up losing. Then if we remember back, he attacked Ilya before a match of LA Knight, stepped in and also lost that match. So let's just hope that both men can finally go back to normal, their comfort zone in tag wrestling, and see if they can retain their titles tonight.
Carmelo Hayes taking out R-Truth right now. The Authority once again on top, as we see in every single one of their tag team championship defenses. First 48 to R-Truth, and Truth is out. Jimmy now on the cover on The Miz, hooking the leg. Never mind, he does not have that leg hooked, giving Miz the opportunity to kick out. Jimmy in the corner as The Miz is just getting beat to a pulp by Mello, as he now goes for the cover on The Miz. Once more after that kendo stick shot into the cover, kicking at 2 by The Miz though.
Already a 2 count. They don't just defend the championships, they carry this division, they set the pace, they set the expectation, they set the tone. Other teams follow in their footsteps. They are utterly dominant, and tonight it should all come home to them. But I guess we'll find out. Have Awesome Truth got the teamwork, got the capability to beat the Authority?
We're going to find out as Mello. Oh, look at this sit out powerbomb by The Miz. And now Mello, look at this running Liger bomb, taking out R-Truth, but he gets straight back to his feet, stops the kendo stick attempt by The Miz, but Truth is straight back up, and now the Irish whip sends Mello into the corner. The Awesome Truth now gained the upper hand on the champs. They're sitting ducks right now, through the kendo stick right at him, but now Mello's fighting 2-on-1, and that drop kick takes him down to the floor. My goodness, what a shot with the kendo stick now into the cover, hooking the leg to win the tag titles very early here, but Truth off the top. Truth 450 off the top by Truth. Good God almighty.
Oh,
I couldn't believe that. Cover by Truth to win the tag titles. That was a very close 2 count on Jimmy Uso.
Truth has been wrestling longer than half the roster's been alive, and he still moves like he's had 8 hours sleep and a protein shake. Look at this man go.
I can't believe it. Jimmy, look at this, using the second rope to his advantage, all legal, but The Miz not gonna make sure it doesn't happen, breaking up the pin.
I think Awesome Truth have been razor sharp from beginning to this point, and I think they're totally catching the Authority off guard tonight.
Oh, Miz going over the top rope to take out Jimmy Uso, but Jimmy now goes underneath the bottom rope, staying in the fight. Mello's been taking out Truth all match so far. Jimmy shot right to the back of Miz, and now just turns his attention to Truth. Is going for a super kick. Truth caught him. Miz dumps off the top rope for no reason. Truth, oh, what a calf kick, spinning in circles as well. And then the kendo stick right off the face of Mello. Look at R-Truth, and never mind, don't look at him because we're not going to see it. Miz into the cover on Hayes, looking to get the victory, but now Jimmy breaks it up again.
And we've already mentioned Jimmy Uso already had a match tonight, but he's looking on the ball, he's looking ready. That's the tag team chemistry of him and Carmelo Hayes. He was prepared to break up that pin instantly.
But look at Jimmy now fighting 2-on-1. He's got to fight against both men, but look at this. It's just too much for Jimmy Uso, who now is catching the world-famous it kicks by The Miz. But look at Mello, rolls up Truth in the corner. Miz has to watch out, but Truth rolls it over, presses him down, cover on Hayes. Is he going to get the win? No. The title stay with the Authority for now, but look at The Miz has Jimmy. He already had to deal with the sharpshooter. Now he's going to deal with the figure 4. The figure 4 is cinched in on Jimmy Uso. Jimmy has nowhere to go, but he's able to let go. And look at Truth now. Hey, look, he had Hayes there for a second. Jimmy straight back to his feet. I don't know how he's got back up to his feet again as he catches him with a spear. Low blow by Mello in the background. Cover on Truth to retain the tag titles, but Truth somehow kicks out. But the cover on The Miz off the low blow. Here's the cover on Miz, hooking the leg. It's not in. Truth with a bump kick, taking out Jimmy Uso. Truth fighting on his own. There's the neck breaker to Mello. It's just Jimmy in the ring right now, but Mello is down and out. Mello is stunned. Truth is on the second rope, calls up the winner of the G1. There's almost going for a DDT, but Jimmy was able to intercept it and get out of the way. But Miz is straight back up to his feet, nailing Jimmy. But it was going for a neck breaker, but Jimmy taking him down with a Uranagi. It looked like Mello with a springboard clothesline. Jimmy with a super kick to Miz. All 4 of these men popping off.
You also have to remember that Carmelo Hayes and Jimmy Uso are also in a match tomorrow night as members of the Authority against the Judgment Day, so they really need to focus up and get the job done quickly in this match if they want time to rest beforehand. I mean, Jimmy's already been in a match tonight. This man is probably knackered at this point. But now The Miz begging for mercy from Carmelo Hayes, but then taking the advantage. Big boot to Carmelo Hayes. Now in the corner, he's calling him up. Jimmy Uso on the... He's resting on the corner. R-Truth is down. Carmelo Hayes is down. The Miz in control.
There's a lot going on.
To their feet.
Truth picks him up. Big running power slam. Mello fighting back against Miz. Picks him up on his shoulder. Oh my goodness, a shoulder breaker, but Truth from behind. Could be looking for an attitude adjustment, but I got caught up little Jimmy. Everybody's down. Truth gets the cover on Mello to win the tag titles, to make history. Will the tag titles change in the Survivor Series again? No, they won't. It's a kick out by Hayes.
And little Jimmy is here. Oh, how we've missed you, Jimmy.
Indeed, we have Jimmy Uso alongside his brother, who he refuses to mention at this point in his career, Jey Uso. They both ended an historic tag team reign last year at Survivor Series, the Judgment Days. Will they continue theirs here tonight against both men? Flown over DDT by Carmelo Hayes. And a springboard moonsault as well. He turned himself inside out. Cover on Miz, hooks the leg. Truth is down. Jimmy has him neutralized, but a kick out again.
So you mentioned the result on emergence between Mello and The Miz.
But it could be very much different.
Tonight.
There it is. Final cut. And there's a super kick. The Truth solidifying it. The Authority are not going to retain just yet because Miz kicks again. Jimmy, that package back suplex. Truth is out. Mello has a chair once more, but the cover on Truth, hooking the leg by Jimmy Uso, but it's another kick out.
And R-Truth just kicked out of a double super kick. The awesome Truth are really not going down without a fight tonight. What a time.
Miz up, Busaiku knee. He hit it. Busaiku knee. And I was going to worry about Jimmy Uso, who's still on his feet. Miz spins it around. Miz has Jimmy. Skull-crushing finale. Skull-crushing finale connects to be a Triple Crown champion to win the tag titles. Cover on Jimmy Uso. No, he barely kicks at 2.
The Miz has no idea what he has to do to put either of these two men down. He managed to put Mello down on emergence, but what does he have to do when the gold is on the line?
Spear by Jimmy. Everybody's down. There are bodies everywhere. Jimmy falls into the cover, and now Miz kicks again. Jimmy can't believe it.
How are both of these teams still fighting? Jimmy head into the corner.
Jimmy's in the Jimmy's in the corner. His eyes are widened. He cannot believe that the Awesome Truth have this much fight still left in them.
And now Mello back up on his feet. Looks to be going for R-Truth now.
Truth continues to fight though against Carmelo Hayes. Miz is out. Mello's out. Truth is the only one standing in the ring. Jimmy Trill's still trying to get his composure, but he's got the steel steps. That shock has now turned into rage. Puts the steel steps down though, but he gets caught by a lariat by the Miz. And now it's Mello and Truth all alone in the ring. Miz has neutralized Jimmy Uso. Truth just has to pull off something. He's going to the outside. Where's he going? Both members of the Authority now in the ring. Another kendo stick by Truth. He's got it for Mello. He's got a shot for Mello. Even more shots for Mello. Just raring and tearing. Down goes Jimmy. Big splash by the Miz. Big tag team continuity by both men. Truth now picks up Mello. Miz goes to the corner. Miz has him in prime position. Mello's been neutralized. Busaiku knee. Jimmy's out, but Jimmy's getting back to his feet, and I don't know how. Cover, but Jimmy's out. Oh, kick out at 1 by Mello though. Mello's not taking enough damage. Oh my goodness. Sit up power bomb. Cover on Jimmy. Both legs are stacked. It's not enough. 5 knuckle shuffle from the top doesn't connect. Mello now goes after Miz, but Miz fighting back. Mello fights back. Mello's fighting back against both men, and I don't know how he's doing it. He's got him by the head. Face first off the ropes. Mello is in a world. Oh no!
Matches.
Oh my God! Power bomb off the top rope, and Mello's back to his feet. Mello breaks up the pin attempt on Jimmy Uso. Mello's still on his feet, and now the knee right on the back of the neck. Jimmy getting back to his feet. Low blow to Truth. It's all legal. Whatever it takes. Jimmy spins it around on Truth. Miz is caught by Mello. Final cut attempt. He nails it, and now he kicks out. Truth kicks out, but will Miz cover by Mello? Hooks the leg, and the Authority retain the tag titles.
And that was arguably the hardest challenge the Authority have faced in a long time. Another point for Overkill. The Authority retain their gold. And that match might have been one of the most insane matches I've ever had the pleasure of commentating over.
Their 4th successful defense. Jimmy Uso and Carmelo Hayes staying the best tag team in the damn world, and they get Overkill up 3-2.
Well, if you thought that was hectic, you know what we've got coming up next.
Indeed we do. It's time for our traditional 4-on-4 Survivor Series matchup. It is a star-studded set of people on each team, but the question is, who is the fourth man for Overkill? We are about to find out. We are about to find out. It's brand warfare at its very best.
Let's get it going.
Here they are, Team Emergence, all suited up, ready to go.
Got the Emergence gear on, they're ready for war.
All these men have had their differences before. Of course, Moxley has had his differences with Reigns as a wave. Reigns has had his differences with Moxley and Swerve. Danhausen is happy to be here. Everyone is ready to go, however. Team Emergence in full swing.
Well, obviously the four men extremely talented in their own right, but when it comes down to continuity, when it comes down to the teamwork, will they have it all prepared? Have these four men got the chemistry to take down Team Overkill tonight? We find out very, very soon. But look at these four men.
These four men look ready together. They're poised for a fight, and indeed they are getting one. Moxley, of course, the leader of Team Emergence, but the leader of Team Overkill is someone who Moxley is very familiar with.
Of course, he is extremely familiar.
And here he comes with his team, Team Overkill, an unlikely team, but a star-studded one as well. You have on the left Drew McIntyre, you have on the right CM Punk, and you have in the back the Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle. What a team, but who did Drew McIntyre make the call to? Who did he call in for Team Overkill? You have to wonder.
Must have something ready, something in his arsenal, something prepared for Team Emergence that they clearly have no idea about.
Let's find out. Who is it? It couldn't have been a better time. It's almost as if the suspension, the pain, has made him stronger. The Proto Star, Kyle Fletcher, is back home.
Well, it's been months and months since we've seen Kyle Fletcher, but he is back. He is home. He is here to fight for Team Overkill.
The Proto Star has not been seen since I believe it was SummerSlam. We last saw Kyle Fletcher in A2C, but he picked up the phone from McIntyre. Drew McIntyre asked Kyle Fletcher, are you ready to come back? Are you ready to bleed green and fight for Overkill? I can only imagine Fletcher's response was, dear McIntyre, count me in. The Proto Star is back home on the Creed brand, and he's back at Survivor Series.
Well, a man who has built a career on conflict, he's sharpened his legacy on controversy, and he's cemented himself as one of the most dangerous minds and most relentless fighters in the industry. Kyle Fletcher. And Emergence definitely did not expect this.
Indeed they did. You could not have prepared for someone who we didn't even think we were going to see for a couple more months now. But Kyle Fletcher has made his triumphant return to A2C, and he is ready for war.
I'm just as shocked as the viewers. I thought this man was still suspended.
Indeed, we all thought that that was the case. But Kyle Fletcher, he's here. He's in living color. He's ready for a fight.
Will he be the difference between Overkill and Emergence? Will he be one of the hardest to take down in the team? Will he be the last man standing for Team Overkill?
Going to have to find out, because of course it is a 4-on-4 elimination tag team match. The rules: 2 men start in the ring. You can tag in your opponents whenever you feel the need to. Eliminations occur when members of each team are pinned or submitted or disqualified or counted out. The last team standing will get the victory and a point for their respective brand. We get to find out which brand that will be here tonight.
He's finally home, and let's get this match kicked off. We start with the leaders of both teams. It's Jon Moxley, it's Drew McIntyre. Let's get this on the road.
What a way to start this. You've got McIntyre and Moxley. These two went to war over the summer. These two had an ambulance match. They had a steel cage match. They had an Iron Man match. You name it, they have done it, and they have beaten the hell out of each other in it.
Well, Drew McIntyre, a man carved by battle, created through war, yet always returns stronger every single time. He leads this army. He's built it piece by piece. And the fire in his eyes tonight.
Look at Moxley already wailing on Drew McIntyre. Oh my goodness, the stomps right to the back of the head. McIntyre is being pummeled by Moxley, who did not come to play here tonight, as he's leading Team Emergence on his own right. The boot scraped right across the face. McIntyre barely getting back to his feet. Moxley standing in the corner.
While others train for competition, Moxley prepares for survival. He doesn't sharpen technique, he sharpens intent, and that intent is simple: hurt the competition in front of him, break Team Overkill down, and from then it's all about survival. It's all about staying alive in this elimination format.
And now tagging, and we get the first tag of the match. It's bald on bald. Here comes Kurt Angle representing Team Overkill.
Well, when Drew McIntyre assembled Team Overkill, he didn't just look for power, he didn't just look for experience, he looked for excellence, and standing right there is a man carved from pure competitive fire. Now Kurt
look at this, tagging in
CM Punk.
Oh, wait a minute. He's looking to toss Punk on to Moxley. The shoulder check on Moxley, who's looking to get a tag with Punk. Now has him sent to the ring. Look at this triangle choke by Punk. Now has Moxley in a precarious position, looking to make him tap out. Maybe the first one gone. Fletcher can't decide if he wants to stand. He's hyped. Oh, but look at Moxley with a power bomb. Fletcher, can you please stand still?
He's hyped. He's back. This is his first match in a while.
Back. He loves it, and Moxley looking to catch some breathing room, maybe get a tag here, but no, Punk staying in the fight. Punk making sure Moxley does not get a tag just yet, or even at all, as Punk is feeling himself. Has Moxley in the corner. There's that big knee. Now follows it up, running Bulldog. Vintage CM Punk. Kyle Fletcher is loving his time back here in A2C. Oh, but look at the tag to Danhausen. Punk is doing push-ups. Look at the Danhausen, the man that put CM Punk down. He's just watching him. Oh, but he rolls him up. Punk has been rolled up by Danhausen. There's the bridge. He's in his corner. Cover, shoulders are down. Not going to be enough. Punk able to get the shoulders up, thankfully.
Well, Danhausen really has it all. The real legend killer, bringing a sense of mystery, darkness, force and overkill to step into the unknown tonight. Head into the middle rope. Oh my god, big hurricane.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, Team Emergence really do have it all too.
I think Punk got the tag off screen to McIntyre, who's going for a future shock. Danhausen lands on his feet though, and there's a pump kick to the Scottish Warrior. Beautiful. Oh, what the? Oh, he kind of got his ears. McIntyre can't believe. Oh my! He startled him for a minute, and now has McIntyre up. There's no way he's gonna get him up. Very hellish choke slam by Danhausen into the cover. Punk getting in there and breaking it up.
And Danhausen clearly not done with McIntyre. It might be time for McIntyre to tag out, but no, Danhausen now tagging in Swerve Strickland.
Picks him. Look at this. Has Swerve center of the ring. Swerve future shock gets caught. And on the cover by McIntyre. Looking to get the first elimination. Looking to put Swerve down, but no. Danhausen's able to break it up.
And Quant, I can't believe we haven't said this yet. Whose house is it?
It is indeed Swerve's house, but it might not be for long as McIntyre has him sized up in the corner. Looking to send him to Claymore country. Nails the Claymore. Swerve is out cold. He has not moved. McIntyre is going to pick up the first elimination for Team Overkill.
Well, that was quick. It's not Swerve's house anymore. But in comes Roman Reigns. Can it be his yard?
Goodness. It could be his yard. So far, it's looking to be Claymore country as Angle now tagged in by the Scottish Warrior, and now has Roman. We're seeing a lot of first-time matchups here as Angle picks the ankle cockblock, looking to lock it in on Roman Reigns. Reigns, he's got the rope. I can only assume there's rope breaks in this match. Come on. But no, Reigns has to find a way out of it. Reigns has nowhere to go. Reigns taps. Wow. Oh, but Danhausen with a big knee. Emergence is already down, too.
I mean, that's two former A2C World Champions that have just been eliminated in seconds.
Oh, look at Danhausen has him. Good night, Hausen. Angle is out. Angle's down and out. Cover by Danhausen. Hooks the leg. Will he get an elimination on Overkill? No, he won't. Angle grabs the rope and McIntyre breaks it up. Oh, look at Drew. Drew sent, right into Fletcher almost, but look at Fletcher. Fletcher immediately not getting in the ring. Fletcher facing off with Moxley. Moxley now has Fletcher sending him in. Oh, sending him right up on the top rope. Down goes Fletcher. Moxley, double axe handle taking out McIntyre. McIntyre being brought to hell, and there goes Moxley as well. But now Angle on the top rope, but Danhausen sends him down to the floor. Down to the floor he goes, picks him. Danhausen has Angle in the ring. Good night, Hausen. Angle's out. The Overkill team is down as well. Cover on Angle. Hooks the leg. Will this be it for Angle? Yes, it will. Angle is gone. But here comes CM Punk as Danhausen was now talking trash. Punk sees Danhausen, both men squaring off. These two have a lot of history with each other, but now Danhausen going to run away and tag in Moxley. And now go straight after CM Punk. Big boots right across the face. Oh, but look at this.
They're going to make us wait.
Oh, my goodness. Death Rider by Moxley. We might not have to wait. We're going to wait a long time because Punk is gone. And we're down. It's 2-on-2. Moxley and McIntyre, both behemoths, looking to go face to face. Here goes Moxley, and here goes McIntyre. Oh, look at this. Caught him. Moxley is caught. Future shock DDT. Moxley the last one standing, but the last one to fall. For Team Emergence, no, he's not. He kicks out. Moxley's still in the fight. But now, out of the corner.
Again.
3, 2, 1. Claymore kick to Jon Moxley into the cover, but Danhausen's able to break it up. Just barely able to get in, and now Danhausen, he's looking to find his way out of the ring. McIntyre is going to show him the way out. Now it's oh no! Just tossed him out of the ring. Where's the ref going?
Now Drew calling up Moxley.
Oh, under the shoulder tackle, but Moxley was able to get out of the way. And now Moxley has McIntyre. Irish whip picks him up. There's that float over belly to belly. McIntyre in a world of hurt now. From Moxley, who now has a choke in. Rear naked choke is now locked in on McIntyre, who's taking a lot of damage in this match. Fletcher's got to get in there and break it up. And he does. Fletcher getting in there, saving his teammate. I don't know what Fletcher thinks he's doing anymore. I don't even see him anymore. Oh, look at Moxley. Shout out to his fellow Emergence member who's got a match coming up next. There's the curb stomp by Moxley. McIntyre's out. Cover. 1, 2. McIntyre kicks again. Moxley cannot believe it. What more?
Moxley looking to drag Drew to the center of the ring. What more does he have to do?
Oh, he's going to lock in a bulldog choke. Moxley, sweet revenge for being stuffed in that ambulance by McIntyre. He's got it locked in and he's tapping. Kyle Fletcher, the sole survivor so far. He's got to fight against Moxley and he's got to fight against Danielson. There's the Irish whip. He's going for the Grimstone, but no, Moxley gets back to his feet. There's the inside cradle of Fletcher. Stacks him up. Will he get the victory? Will he put down Fletcher? No. Fletcher has not been in this match once yet. He's a fresh man, but Moxley and Danhausen are not. Moxley has to put away Fletcher very quickly as he sends him into the corner where Danhausen is. Fletcher has no one to tag. There's the tag on Fletcher, and there's a shot right to the gut by Danhausen, who looks to put away the hopes and dreams of the Proto Star.
Well, it all looked so good for Team Overkill. Now, not so much. It's 2-on-1. Kyle Fletcher's the only man still in this match. I mentioned at the start, could he be the last man standing for Team Overkill? And here we are.
Here we are, but will the prophecy be fulfilled? Will Kyle Fletcher be truly the last man standing? But he's got to fight against Danhausen and Jon Moxley to make that fruition. And there's that Blue Thunder Bomb-esque move by Fletcher, who now picks up Danhausen. Fletcher, a little bit of ring rust could play the factor, but no, look at this. Fletcher, Tiger Driver, dumping Danhausen on his head. He might be dead for all we know. Cover on Danhausen, hooks the leg, but Moxley breaking it up, playing petty. Oh, but Fletcher might not need it. Fletcher, it's been a long damn time. Has Danhausen right where I want him. Center of the ring. Grim Stone Pile Driver. Center of the ring by Fletcher. Hooking the leg on Danhausen. And it is 1-on-1. Fletcher and Moxley. Here we go. Will Fletcher do the upset? There's the wheelbarrow. Super kick on Moxley. Right off the top of the head. Fletcher still fighting. Spins it around. Fletcher fighting for all of what has been worth over the past months, over the past few months, feeling the pain of that suspension, feeling the pain of being left out of this era of A2C. But Fletcher gets the comeback. He gets to bleed green. He gets to fight for his brand. And he's looking to do just that. He's on the top rope. He's perched up on Moxley. There's the big elbow drop off the top by Fletcher. He goes into the cover on Moxley, hooking the leg. Will he be the sole survivor? No, just yet. Moxley kicks.
The Emergence leader kicking out, but Kyle Fletcher not done yet.
Oh my goodness, what an elbow to the back of the head. Moxley rolling to the corner though for good measure, trying to stay on his feet. But Fletcher is too fired up. He's feeling too good. There's that big kick by Fletcher, dropping Moxley. But Fletcher is not done. The Proto Star calls up Moxley. Got him right where he wanted him, center of the ring. Fireman's carry position. Faced first off that turnbuckle goes Moxley. Look at this, the boot scrape right across the face of Moxley. Off the corner. There's another boot scrape. Moxley is now bleeding from the top of the head. And now Fletcher goes back to the top rope. He's got Moxley in the drop zone. He calls him up. On the top, what is Fletcher going to do here? Oh my goodness, a cross body by Fletcher. A reverse one at that. Fletcher picks him up center of the ring. Kick to the gut. Going for a brain buster. Floats over. The press down. Shoulders are down. Kyle Fletcher cannot get it done just yet. Moxley kicks. But one more move. One more move for Fletcher. Rolls it through. Grim Stone connects. Moxley's out. Kyle Fletcher, the Proto Star, is the sole survivor at Survivor Series.
And the fairy tale of Kyle Fletcher's return. He earns victory for Team Overkill. What a performance, what a superstar. And Team Overkill make it 4-2 going into the main event. What a match.
What a match, what a night we've had so far. We've had big surprises, and that one being just that. Kyle Fletcher's return, but coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, it is our main event for night one. It is considered an A2C all-time dream match. 2 A2C originals since day one. Johnny Gargano, the Universal Champion, who seemingly has brought back signs of the Rebel Heart, will take on A2C's Messiah and World Champion of Emergence, Seth Rollins. It's Rollins Gargano for the first time ever to end off night one. Here comes the Rebel Heart.
Well, here comes the Universal Champion. The heart and soul of Overkill, the boss's star boy. Here comes Johnny Gargano.
And the lead up into this, Rollins telling Gargano that he can't do it himself anymore, that he needs the authority at every angle. Johnny Gargano gets to prove that tonight as we are seeing the Rebel Heart back in action for one night. Seth Rollins has unleashed a demon that he knows nothing about. Nothing about what the Rebel Heart Johnny Gargano can do. This is the same man that wanted a 246-day reign as Oceanic Champion. This is the same man that bled. He dropped blood, sweat, and tears all over the independent scene. He did whatever it took, but he did it himself. And that's what he has to do tonight against this man, the world champion, the Messiah of A2C. He has to do it himself against Seth freaking Rollins.
And here is his opponent. It's Seth freaking Rollins. The A2C World Champion. This man is everything to Emergence, everything to A2C, God himself. But can he overcome a competitor like Gargano? We will find out. But as he enters this arena, the energy is spiking, the noise is rising, the people are standing not because they're told to, but because his presence demands it. He is a maestro of mayhem, the conductor of chaos, the visionary who sees the industry not as it is, but as he alone believes it should be. Seth frickin' Rollins is here.
And it looks like showing Gargano that he's not the only one that can bring back an old persona, that can bring back a devil from the past. This looks to be the architect, Seth Rollins, entering the building here tonight. The same gear he defeated John Cena in. Gargano wearing the same gear that he has fought over more championships than anybody can count. But now we get to find out who is truly the best in A2C. Both world champions going head to head. Rollins, Gargano, main event of night one. Here we go. And look at Rollins at the gate. Oh my goodness, tilt-a world backstabber. Gargano has just been dropped already by Rollins. He's following it up with a springboard moonsault. Rollins going for a quick win on Johnny Gargano, testing the true strength of the Rebel Heart. There's a kick out at one by Gargano.
And that's a way to start the match for Seth Rollins, right? That was out of nowhere. Seth Rollins, what a start to this match. Now Johnny Gargano looking to match the energy. Big springboard splash to Seth Rollins. Now heading to the middle rope.
Pulls him up. Gargano has Rollins right where he wants him. There's that Hurricane Rana off the second rope. Gargano throwing down Rollins, but Rollins straight back to his feet. Gargano staying in it. Oh, there's that slingshot super kick. Gargano already starting off with a very hot pace on Seth Rollins, matching the energy from the visionary, from the architect. But now look at this. Has some sort of prism trap locked in on Rollins. He's able to kick him away though. Rollins back to his feet now. Has to be worrying about those legs though. Maybe that back as well. But no, big quick flatliner center of the ring. Floats over into the cover on Rollins to get the very quick win against Rollins, but it's not going to be enough. There's another kick out.
Well, on Overkill, these two men were a part of a massive tag match in which Gargano teamed with Steve Blackman, Seth teamed with Will Ospreay. Team Overkill managed to come out on top in that match. Do you think that gives Johnny Gargano any extra confidence here tonight?
It would if he had pinned Seth Rollins, but he did pin the Genesis champion, who will be in action later on this weekend, tomorrow night, kicking off night 2 against Steve Blackman. He did get his hands on Seth Rollins, however. He got a little bit of taste of what to expect from the Visionary for the first time, and now he seems to be prepared for that as there's the clothesline out of the corner. Look at this satellite DDT dumping right on the top of his head. Gargano back in full form, feeling the energy from this Fort Worth, Texas crowd in the Dickies Arena. And now look at this, sizes him up again. Gargano looking to run at him again. Go for the chop across the chest, but Rollins able to telegraph it. Rollins now springboard of his own, floats around. Missile drop kick by Rollins.
Well, this is literally Mr. Overkill versus Mr. Emergence. What a super kick.
Rollins got a little too cocky, but he paid for it. Super kick, scraping right across the face of Rollins, but Rollins is fighting back. There's that ripcord knee.
Seth Rollins looks to be in control.
This is all about who is the best, not just about brand supremacy, not just about who's the best champion, but who's the best professional wrestler in A2C, in the world for that matter. Whoever wins this, it will be decisive. It will be whoever is the best, whoever truly has it in their heart that they are the greatest wrestler in A2C history. And now Gargano off that elbow right to the chest of Rollins into the cover, looking to make that solidification here, but Rollins is staying in the fight.
Well, I feel like Seth needs to win this match as quick as he can, because he's always smirking, he's always playing mind games, but the longer Johnny Gargano survives, the more the cracks in Seth's composure will begin to show, because Johnny Gargano is an expert at bringing out the weaknesses.
Oh, look at this. Look at this, using the same move that Rollins used to do. There's the pedigree. Gargano connects with the pedigree. Rollins has nowhere to go. Looking to drag him to the center of the ring. Rollins is out cold. Gargano floats him around into the cover to beat Rollins here in the main event of Survivor Series. Here's the cover on the world champ, but no, Rollins going to kick out very swiftly. But Gargano is not done, not by a long shot, but neither is Rollins. Kick to the gut, could be taking one final beat. Rollins puts him back down on the canvas, now has the leg. Could be going for a half crab here, center of the ring. Gargano nowhere to go. Rollins has it locked in, but no, he gets the leg swept right from under him, and he gets face first right off the canvas. There's the Irish whip by Rollins, though not dumping Gargano in the slightest. He's going for a sling blade, but there's a German suplex, dumping Rollins on the back of his head, and now he's going to float right to the outside, evading Gargano, keeping the pace down, but Rollins not backing down from Gargano, not in the slightest. Elbows right to the gut, as Gargano's already gotten the upper hand in this match.
Well, Seth Rollins, one of the greatest A2C wrestlers of all time, he could carry Emergence on his back if he had to, and he might have to. This is his chance, because currently Emergence are losing 4-2 to Overkill at Survivor Series.
He's got to get something. He's letting Gargano catch his breath. Seth Rollins feels like he hasn't had a lot from Gargano. He hasn't had more from Gargano. He wants the true Rebel Heart as he breaks the count, and now looks to face Gargano on his own terms on the floor now. Has him up face first off our announce table.
Obviously, earlier tonight we saw Ethan Page of the Vision fall short against Austin Theory. Now Seth Rollins looking to get one back for the Vision against Johnny Gargano here.
Of course, Becky Lynch will look to do the same tomorrow night in the Queen of the Ring tournament, the Queen of the Ring finals. But now Gargano fighting back, missing that springboard knee from Rollins. Gargano's got him in the corner, sizes him up. Gargano's feeling the adrenaline. There's the chop across the chest. Gargano spins it around, snapmare position, off the ropes, big missile drop kick right to the side of the head. Rollins is in trouble. Gargano has the offense once more as he goes to the top rope. Gargano has Rollins in the drop zone, calling a shot on Rollins, perched on the top, calls him up. Gargano, oh my goodness, a top rope neck breaker by Gargano, how innovative, but Rollins straight back to his feet, ducks under, there's the shockwave by Rollins, the move made famous by his pupil AJ Rock's cover on Gargano, hooking the leg, Gargano kicks out.
And Johnny isn't one for giving up. The longer the fight goes on, the more likely he is to do something rational, something he may live to regret. He may start hitting harder, holding on to holds longer, shouting at officials. Does he really want to do that? Does he want to play dirty tonight against Seth Rollins after he said he wanted to prove that he does not need the help?
Gargano's looking to do whatever it takes. He's looking to do it himself here tonight, and he's got no other choices. Look at this. Now rolls around. No, goes on a pinning combination. Has the leg hooked on Rollins. Looking to get the victory. Kick out at one, though, by Rollins. Very much staying in the fight. As now he's by the head. No, Rollins kick right to the face. Rollins kick to the gut. What is this? Oh, he's looking to steal the one final beat from Gargano, but Gargano was able to evade it and reverse him. Kick to the gut. Now has Rollins up maybe for a second pedigree. He nails it. Rollins is out cold. Rollins is out. Gargano's not done. He wants a definitive end. He wants one final beat for Rollins. And he's gonna connect center of the ring. Rollins is down. Floats over into the cover. hooks the leg on the world champ. Is this going to be it? Now Rollins kicks at 2.
And Seth Rollins still fighting here tonight. Johnny Gargano looking to call him up again, trying to lay out some more dominance, but Seth Rollins now fighting back, throwing Gargano into the corner.
Oh my goodness, what? Oh no, so off the second rope, springboards, curb stop by Rollins, out of nowhere, rushing the adrenaline, here's the cover on Gargano, but Gargano stays in the fight.
And both men coming so close to becoming victorious tonight. Seth Rollins now locking in a submission hold.
Looks like he had a lucky 13.
He can.
Well, for the Rana, Gargano miscalculated the timing, and now Rollins looking to take advantage of the error. There's the Irish whip by Rollins, sizes him up perfectly. There's the leapfrog by Rollins, another drop kick right to the face. Down goes Gargano. What does Rollins have to do to put down Gargano? What more does he got to do? Rollins sizes him up. Big drop kick. Now Gargano is able to put the legs back down. Gargano now has him on one knee. Now an Irish whip of his own. Sends him into the ropes. Gargano picks him, floats him over the leg. Has him in perfect position. Kick right to the chest of Rollins.
Well, Seth Rollins looks like he was doing moves out of desperation moments ago. Multiple drop kicks in a row. Johnny Gargano eventually figured out what
Gargano,
he was going for now.
my goodness.
Gaining more control. Beautiful Hurricane Rana. Johnny Gargano calling up Rollins once again. What is he going for?
One more time. One final beat for Rollins. Has it center of the ring. Rollins is out. Covered by Gargano. That could most definitely be it for the Visionary, for the Messiah. The Rebel Heart beats once more. Rollins kicks again. Are you kidding me? Gargano, look at the face of Gargano. He can't believe it.
The performances that everyone has put on tonight. When your brand is on the line, you will do anything it takes to come out victorious. This is literally a dream match. These two men giving it everything they've got now, going back to back, punch for punch, slap for slap, chop for chop. These two men are giving it their all.
And TJ, that was just based off brands. This is based on so much more, and that is why it is your main event for Survivor Series Night 1, as Rollins and Gargano could be on a collision course here, but no, Rollins countering with a rolling elbow, rolling forearm right to the face. Rollins now has Gargano in perfect position, has him by the head, face first off the turnbuckle. Rollins has Gargano on the top rope. He's got the leg. Oh, Rollins has Gargano in prime position on the top. Could be going for that superplex. No, Gargano reversing it, telegraphing Rollins, sends him crashing to the right to the mat, but Rollins getting back to his feet, facing Gargano, but Gargano is not done. Gargano is gonna fight till his heart stops beating, floats over the leg, there's the kick to the face, Gargano sends him into the corner, Gargano feeding off the crowd in Fort Worth, went for the clothesline, Rollins fights back again, Rollins getting back into it, there's a calf kick right to the face of Rollins, or right to the face of Gargano, but he got caught, Gargano got caught right into a curb stop, here he goes, curb stop connects again, Gargano's out, Rollins falls into the cover, off the adrenaline rush from both men, cover by Rollins. No, Gargano kicks at 2 again. This match has been unbelievable, but Rollins is looking to make it even more unbelievable as he goes to the top. Frog splash connects. That wasn't an English word. Cover by Rollins, hooking the leg on Gargano. Will he get the victory? Yes, he will. Seth Rollins defeats Johnny Gargano clean as a whistle, and he has determined who is the best in A2C.
And one step closer to evening the odds before night 2 of Survivor Series. We have to remember Johnny Gargano's got another match tomorrow night.
You can only imagine how the Authority is going to feel after that loss to Seth Rollins, proving he's the superior champion. Rollins proving all the doubters wrong, that maybe the Vision could be the true Vision after all. But ladies and gentlemen, that was Survivor Series Night 1. What a night. What a performance by everybody. This has been TJ. I've been Quans, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you tomorrow for night 2. Good night.
Good night.